Everybody, listen carefully. The Martians are coming this way. We must evacuate the city. Take food and water and extra clothing with you.
You are no longer in control of your listening device.
Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe?
Rick and Ryan will take you on a science fiction cinematic journey into the post-atomic space age.
We're not going to cooperate with these monsters.
We found a flying saucer. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
A chronological deep dive into the past.
Holy cow.
Put on your magnetic boots.
Let's go.
And strap yourselves in for your ride with...
The Unidentified Flying Podcast.
Well, hey there. It's good to see you. This is Rick, and this is the Unidentified Flying Podcast.
Wow, you are rusty.
Rusty.
But that's okay. You know why I'm rusty? Because it's been a wild couple months. It's like we stopped. We had to take a break at Earth because shit got serious. So we managed to find our way back to Earth for a bit.
Yeah, we had, as you know, we were having a lot of trouble with some, after that meteor storm, right? With the ship's repairs. And we were like, we just can't do this. We can't do this. So we went back to Earth to have some actual professionals repair our ship. And as soon as we're done with this episode,
a little bit of shore leave.
Yeah, we took some much needed shore leave. We all went out. I went out camping. We sang row, 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 row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. I love row. Do you know row, 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 row your boat?
I also understood the gravity of our situation.
And marshmallow.
Anyway, as soon as we're done recording this new episode here on Earth, they're launching us back into space.
We're going back on the mission.
Yeah. Who knows where we'll end up?
One time we should go like we should go joke by joke on why Star Trek V is amazing and horrifying at the same time.
Yep. Amazing and terrible.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I love it. I love it. I would rather watch Star Trek. People don't get that, but I would rather watch Star Trek V over 4 any day.
I won't go that far, but I would rather watch Star Trek V over Generations.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that might be my least favorite.
It's because you know what? Because it's not like 4 is my least favorite. I like 4. I enjoy 4. I recognize it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But I'll take a movie that's on the bridge of the Enterprise any day over it.
Right.
That said, I always tell people, they're like, oh, you like Star Trek? It's like, yeah, I saw Generations 7 times in the theater, and it's my least favorite movie. Oh, what is that? It's just an alarm. Never mind. Doesn't mean anything. We're not blasting off yet.
Yeah, sorry, folks. We're still getting used to being back in gravity.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Wiggy. Everybody, we all took a break. We're good. I left my simulation for a while just to return to basically what my simulation was simulating. And yeah, it's just as shitty. At least I didn't have to actually work, unlike I do in my simulation, which is, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna give up on that simulation.
What the Sam hell are you talking about?
Yeah, remember?
It's been 3-4 months. You're carrying that through. You're going for it, pal.
Wow. So anyway, here we are. We've got a brand new movie to talk about. And it's our first non-English language film that we were actually able to watch and understand. Because if you remember, we did one called, what was that one called? Yes, Tres Vagabundos. Yeah, which unfortunately was in Portuguese and we did not have subtitles. So, which wasn't much.
No, it was like they were like Abbott and Costello in Portuguese or something.
I don't want to learn Portuguese tonight.
So, this one is a German film, Rick. A German science fiction film.
Mm-hmm.
Released obviously in 1952, because that's the year we're still on. God damn it! And there is about 90 different pronunciations for this. So in the movie, what do they say? What do they say in the movie, Rick?
ALRAUNE, I think.
ALRAUNE?
Yep, or sometimes ALRAUNE.
Yeah.
And
apparently in actual true German, it's ALRAUNE. And in the common English version, it's ALRAUNE. ALRAUNE. So bear with us, folks. This movie.
The English version. Excuse me. The English language version of this movie isn't even called that.
No.
It's called like I don't know. What was it?
Yeah.
Untamed.
No, it's
Untamed woman or no.
No, it's called Unnatural.
Uninvited something. What?
Unnatural.
The Unnatural. That's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Robert Redford. That was the Natural. This was the Unnatural.
Yeah. Although my favorite title is this one, which I'm gonna butcher, but it's Geliebte Joischen Lustengier. Go figure.
Sounds like a Def Leppard song should start playing after that. Yeah.
There is another alternative English title, Unnatural, the fruit
Unnatural,
of evil.
Yeah. That's I see. I thought it was longer than that. Yeah.
Stirb a werewolf bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it is kind of Stirb a werewolf bitch.
There's a little bit of Stirba in it.
So anyway, this was, as I said, it was released in 1952. In Germany, it was released on October 22nd. So I guess a Halloween release. It was not, however, released in the United States until 1957. So, unless you lived in Germany, you didn't see this until 1957, which I imagine by then it probably played like art houses and because it's definitely not a mainstream movie.
No, but you may have seen the previous version of it because it's been remade like a bunch of times. Like this is like the second or third time this movie's been made.
Yeah,
this adaptation in 52. They had a silent version.
Well, it's based on a novel.
Yes. So this is another adaptation of that novel.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second.
German fairy tale folklore.
Yeah. So what we've got is, I'll tell you what this movie's about, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the crew and the author of the book, because trigger content warning. We're about to get some. There's going to be some Nazi shit. So I apologize for that ahead of time. This is a little problematic here.
I think we're all used to Nazi shit these days.
Well, yeah, now it's,
That's all right.
So, here we go. Portrait of a man. Professor Jacob Tinbrinken. Occupation, scientist. Hobby, playing God. At the moment, he stands in a laboratory filled with test tubes, scalpels, and the faint odor of moral decay. Where ethical boundaries are more of a suggestion than a rule. For years, he has searched for the secret of human perfection, and tonight, he believes he's found it. Not in nature, but in the twisted root of an ancient legend. Using questionable science, a mandrake root, and a metric fuck-ton of hubris, he creates ALRAUNE, a mysterious, hypnotically beautiful young woman. ALRAUNE grows up with the grace of a femme fatale, the emotional range of someone who's read the instruction booklet on human feelings but skipped the exercises, and a magnetic pull that causes men to fall for her faster than the professor can say, peer review? She is a woman born not of love, but of calculation. Not from the warm cradle of humanity, but from the cold mathematics of one man's ambition. What he doesn't yet know is that when you tamper with the building blocks of life, the blueprint has a way of rewriting itself. Professor Tinbrinken is about to discover that the line between creator and created is thinner than a whisper, and crossing it may lead him straight into a place where science meets superstition, desire meets dread, and man meets the mirror of his own undoing. Next stop, the
ALRAUNE.
Zone.
The unnatural zone.
Okay. Thanks, Wiggy Wiggy. That was... I said, hey, Wiggy Wiggy, do Rod Serling.
That's what he did?
It was okay. I mean...
You didn't... But you wrote that, right?
Wiggy Wiggy wrote that, Rick.
I thought you weren't going to do
Rick,
that anymore.
Would you just perpetuate the illusion?
But you wrote... I want...
Yes!
Okay, because it's good! And I want to give the credit to the fucking computer. I want to give it to you.
I do.
All right. Wiggy Wiggy is getting better by the minute.
So, this was based on a book, again, by a man by the name of Hans Heinz Ewers. He lived from 1871 to 1943. Hans Heinz Ewers is also the name of a Kraftwerk album. I'm kidding, but now's the time, me sprockets, when we Hans Heinz Ewers. Hans Heinz Ewers.
I would have believed it.
Okay. On a side note, I recently watched this documentary called I think it's called Artifact, and it's this or Artaholic. It's called Artaholic, and it's this German documentary where Udo Kier just travels around to different art museums in Germany and discusses art.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm calling out to you, Mike Myers, if you're listening. You need to make that Sprockets movie while that man is still with us, because he is the living embodiment of a Sprocket.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Germany's most disturbing home videos.
Please, for the love of God, can we have a Sprockets movie with Udo Kier?
Yeah.
Okay.
He would be Mike Myers' dad.
I know Kyle MacLachlan would do it, so just make a goddamn Sprockets movie. Okay. Hans Heinz Ewers.
By the way, we're going to butcher a bunch of names. Sorry, German people.
Yeah, sorry, German people. I'm part German, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He was a German, quote-unquote, decadent/horror writer, poet, performer, and early screenwriter. He wrote the influential screenplay for The Student of Prague, often cited as a milestone of German art cinema. A Student of Prague is a horror film that came out in 1913.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it, but I want to.
I haven't either.
He is best known for what is called the Frank Braun trilogy. And that includes 3 books, obviously, because it's a trilogy. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, published in 1910.
It's got Mickey Mouse in it?
No. ALRAUNE, published in 1911, and Vampire, published in 1921. The cycle follows the amoral dandy Frank Braun through manipulation, creation, and self-degradation.
Oh, wait, so that character, we're in the middle of like a trilogy of him?
Sorta.
The Frank Braun character?
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
That's what...
Where does ALRAUNE fit? Is this 1, 2, or 3?
It's the third one.
So this is Return of the
No,
Jedi.
I'm sorry. It's the second one.
Oh, so this is Empire Strikes Back for ALRAUNE.
Fuck
Roner.
Do with the...
ALRAUNE.
Yeah, so...
I'm going to say ALRAUNE because that's how they say it in the movie a lot, so...
Sure.
In the English version.
So, you'll get to this in a minute, but the character of Frank Braun is in this film played by Karl Heinz Boehm, or Carl Boehm as it was Americanized laser later. You'll get to him in a minute, but so basically all 3 books deal with that character. But he is the one who's sort of one of the couple that tries to romance ALRAUNE.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, this is basically a mad scientist creates a woman using science and a Mandrake root and blah, 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 blah. So let's get back to this. Now, here's where it gets problematic. Ewers joined the Nazi Party in 1931. So yes, folks, he was a Nazi.
Yeah.
The man who wrote the book on which this is based is a Nazi. However, despite that affiliation, he soon fell out of favor amongst the party, and his works were banned in 1934. He later died in 1943. So yes, his reputation has long remained complicated because of this.
But I mean, in the end, you could almost look at in the end, he had that turn of heart, and then he was maybe on the run, and then maybe he got gunned down. And I don't know what happened.
No, I did not say that.
Okay.
So don't even. We're not going to go there. In fact, give me a second, because I had this
So you know exactly what happened to him.
Yeah. So in 1934, most of his works were banned in Germany and his assets and property seized. Alfred Rosenberg was his main adversary in the party, but after submitting many petitions, Ewers eventually secured the rescission of the ban. He later died from tuberculosis in 1943. With the Nuremberg laws of 1935, the disenfranchisement of German Jews was complete. Ewers supported his Jewish friends by obtaining exit visas for them to the U.S. or Great Britain.
I remember reading that. Yeah.
So, yes, even though he had some, it looks like let's just say a complicated history.
Yeah.
So, what happened was the main thing was he did not agree with the party's anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And his homosexual tendencies ended his welcome with party leaders. So, it looks like he may have joined. It says here he joined the Nazi Party because he was attracted by its nationalism, its Nietzschean moral philosophy, and its cult of Teutonic culture. But he did not agree with a lot of the other stuff.
Oh, the other bad shit, yeah.
There you go, folks. If you want to do a deep dive, feel free. But anyway, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the complicated history of the man.
We're just being transparent.
Yeah.
We're through the looking glass, people. I ain't reading no funny books, mama.
Anyway, this film, as you mentioned, it became a minor movie phenomenon in Germany. As you mentioned, there was a 1928 silent version. There was the 1930 sound remake. Both of those starred Bridget Helm, who was in Metropolis.
Metropolis played Maria.
Yeah, and then the 1952 version. And what we've got is the film was directed by Arthur Maria Robinalt. He was a very prolific writer, director, and author. He directed more than 90 films between 1934 and 1978. So,
wow.
Holy shit. He's like up there with Fassbinder. What is it with these Germans, man? They're just cranking them out.
Yeah.
Although he lived a hell of a lot longer than Fassbinder did.
And that's not the only director we have to talk about in this movie.
He might be less of a dick, too. So anyway, a lot of... it doesn't look like he really ever moved over into...
No.
America. Pretty much...
I don't recognize any of these movies.
Yeah. As we said, the film was based on that novel by Hans-Heinz Ewers. The script was written by Kurt Heiser, and again, mostly work in Germany. And several of these movies are on my watch list. I just have not gotten around to them. And that's kind of all I've got because... it looks like most of the people involved in the making of this were either...
lifers.
They did a lot of work. Some were involved in Nazi propaganda films, some weren't. In fact, the cinematographer Friedel Bengrund directed the very bizarre 1943 version of Titanic, which was which is Nazi propaganda. It's
that's wild.
It was basically a film that purports that what was it? How this brave German officer tried to save it, but none of the British people would listen to it. It's strange. But yeah, there is a 1943 version of Titanic that is straight up
a Nazi propaganda movie.
Nazi propaganda film.
Wow.
I don't know. Sorry, folks, but given when this movie was made, there's some problematic people involved with it, but what you gonna do? Another interesting person involved was the composer Werner R. Heyman. Now, he did do a lot of films in the U.S., including The Shop Around the Corner, the original To Be or Not to Be, and one of my favorite films, Nanochka, starring Greta Garbo. And he also did the score for 1 Million BC, which has cropped up so many goddamn times on this show.
Not the movie, the year.
Yeah, the recycled reptiles fighting footage.
Oh, that stuff, yeah.
So once again, whenever we start,
that's gonna crop up even more down the road.
Once we start an official UFP Hall of Fame, that goddamn movie goes into it.
We have to count how many times that footage has been,
or just
referenced or came up. It came up.
Yeah.
Something rather interesting and off topic though. Like when I'm looking at ALRAUNE online, it says with other movies linked to it or like it, Airplane 2 the sequel comes up. First one.
That's weird.
So
why is that?
I don't know.
Well,
based on my views, I guess. I don't know.
Are they watching it at some point?
No. That would be amazing if they were. Like, the in-flight movie on Airplane 2 was ALRAUNE. But no, that's not why. It's just IMDb being stupid.
Okay.
IMDb. Do you remember when Tweaky had a girlfriend and she just went booty booty and he'd go beep beep beep.
I do actually remember that.
Yeah.
Booty booty.
Booty booty booty.
Booty booty booty. Booty booty booty.
So that's what I got. Tell me a little bit about the people in front of the camera.
Well, in front of the camera, in the title role, we have the row your boat. The title role is Hildegard Neff. Okay.
Yep.
Now she is a very famous singer, and
is or was
not anymore.
Is she still?
Maybe
alive?
She's still famous. No, she's not alive, but maybe she's still popular. I don't know. She's got a crazy history that we'll probably go into a little bit later.
Well, get into it a little bit now.
Well, because I'm not just going to list their IMDb credits and tell about her life story before we talk about the movie.
I gave you research, man.
Okay, but you want me to tell everybody about their movie? Do they want to know about the movie more now or about her background?
Get to that. Her background.
Okay. All right, her background. She was chased by the Nazis. Okay. All right. Well, she actually...
Stephen Miller sure is going to love this episode.
No, she dated a guy who was in a Nazi party, and then she was like, man, what the fuck are you guys doing? No way. And then she was out. And then she ended up dating this other guy, and they both got captured.
Damn.
And he didn't make it out, and she did. So, yeah, she went on to...
that caused some resentment.
Yeah, I imagine so. She kind of reminds me like a little bit like Marianne Faithfull or something like that, because she's got a real deep voice kind of, and like she was around the I think she lived until the 70s at least. I'd have to double check that, but actually maybe not. Maybe it was a little later. No, I am wrong, sir. She made it to 2002, so it's very possible she went and saw The Matrix.
Goddamn.
But yeah, she also appeared in Lost Continent in the 60s.
The Hammer film?
But I I looked up a lot of like her videos, and like it was a lot of like she was just really well known as a singer, and like there'd be like these music videos of her singing. So yeah, that's our star who plays ALRAUNE, the woman that everybody loves and wants.
Okay.
The other big dog is Erich von Stroheim.
Oh,
now, he's an interesting fella.
Oh,
he was a silent director, and he was so outrageous.
In fact, he used sign language to direct.
A silent director? Is that what you were saying? Is that what? I get it. I thought I missed something.
He was a director of silent films, you mean?
Yeah. So he was
not a silent director.
A silent director. That's really funny.
He was really quiet.
And no action. It's just a sign. Yeah.
He just points.
Yep. I've heard that Clint Eastwood just goes, "All right, fucking go for it." And that's all he says.
I've heard he goes instead of cut, he just goes, "All right, that's enough of that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Tom Hanks said his direction is, "Okay, go ahead."
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Whatever works.
Okay, so Stroheim, that guy, he was like all about like telling tall tales about his background and where he was from, just like any actor, I guess. But like they thought he was like a prince or a count or something, and none of that was true. But he got on sets just because of his bravado, and he's like the original guy that like would wear like a monocle, that look of like Colonel Klink, you know, because he kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
From the moment he appeared on the screen, Stroheim had enormous impact. He reveled in being outrageous.
He believed his press releases. The man you love to hate.
He burned every bridge he ever worked person he ever worked with, because he would like, he didn't understand the difference between, okay, they can be drinking dark colored water, but they're supposed to be drinking this expensive champagne. He was like, no, the audience will know. And he would make sure they got the real thing. You know what I mean? With everything. He was just like, he was unreasonable when it came to stuff like that. Because he was so obsessed with what he just thought he knew what was right. And he would go way over budget. He made a movie called, I think it's Greed, that like the first cut was like 13 hours long or some shit.
Yeah.
No, never crossed his mind. The word no, you know, just did everything.
Stroheim's films were always scrupulously authentic. He was fascinated with military detail, and his uniforms were correct to the last tunic button.
And then, yeah, he burned every bridge, and then eventually he just had to start taking just any parts he could get. And then the big one he landed was Sunset Boulevard.
Yep.
And what's funny is that God, I can't even think of her name right now. Sunset Boulevard, the woman. I know her name. Who is she? It's God, Gloria Swanson.
Yes.
No, it's not Gloria Swanson.
No.
Is it Gloria Swanson? No. Which one's from Sunset Boulevard?
I don't
know.
know
Her name. You'll say it and I'll remember it.
Agatha Christie.
No. It's Gloria Swanson. I was right when I looked it up.
Yeah.
All right, you jerk. Anyway.
I did my research.
I just because couldn't remember a fucking name of the actress in another movie, man, shut up. Anyway, Gloria Swanson was actually someone who like 10 years or 15 years before that had hired him to do a movie and had to fire him. So then it was weird that them two both ended up in Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
Enamored with her own previous fame and all this, and the downfall of her butler, played by Stroheim, he's kind of like almost playing himself too. So they both parallel that we failed from Hollywood, and now we're in this world, you know, doing these movies and whatnot. But anyway, he plays Professor Jacob Ten Brinken.
Yeah.
Brinken. Basically our Dr. Frankenstein in this movie.
I do want to mention one thing about Erich von Stroheim.
What?
I'd be remiss if I did not mention that he stars in one of my favorites and probably one of the greatest war films of all time, The Grand Illusion. Everybody should see that movie before they die, which according to Rick is probably going to be soon.
It's going to be soon, man. Sucks.
So, yes, check out The Grand Illusion. It's
Jean Renoir's Grand Illusion, 1937.
Jean Renoir.
Jean Renoir.
Yes.
Jacques
so
Reno.
good. So good.
Okay.
And he's quite good in it. He was a very good actor.
No, he's good. He's good.
And
no, he's great.
Did you mention, or are you getting to The Great Gabbo?
Oh, well, I forgot to mention that.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
I know you love The Great
you're
Gabbo.
right. I'm glad you said that one because that struck me right away. Yeah, he's in The Great Gabbo, which is the ventriloquist movie. And
you love a ventriloquist movie.
I do. And the fact that he's Gabbo, because that ties right into, that's where the Simpsons get Gabbo from. Is
have you actually seen
leave
The
it to
Great Gabbo?
I seen it like on a YouTube copy.
You haven't? Okay, you have. All right. I was like, please tell me.
I
you've
need a
actually
good
seen
version of it though, because I've only seen a YouTube copy of it.
I agree. I'm surprised Criterion hasn't picked it up.
Yeah. Anyway, Gabbo. Yeah. So then we have I'm gonna butcher this. Karl-Heinz Bohm.
Well, you didn't
as
just say
Frank
Carl
Braun.
Boehm.
Carl Boehm.
That's how when he anglicized his name when he came over to work in America or UK. I don't know if he worked much in America.
Yeah. He went on to do a lot actually, and when I was watching the movie, I'm like, that guy's kind of familiar, but I couldn't quite place it, and then realized when I looked into it, holy shit, he's fucking dude from Peeping Tom.
He's Peeping Tom.
I was like, whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
he's
really cool.
He's great. He's wonderful. I like him.
And it's hard to tell, and like, because I had the dubbed version and the German DVD version of this movie, and like, yeah, the dubbing is that weird. I mean, like Euro movies when they're dubbed, like from that time period, always have that weird same sound. Like there was a Laurel and Hardy movie I had called Utopia, and it was one that was like their last movies, and it was always on like public domain, like Good Times and shit. So there was a billion releases of it. But when I was a kid, I always had, and it just always struck me as how weird the dubbing sounds. But it's because it's all the foreign dubs and like German movies, just how it sounded. And this movie had that same sound. And it wasn't that very good of a copy. Which copies did you watch of the movie?
I only watched the German language version.
Okay, so you didn't watch the dubbed at all?
I haven't watched the dubbed, no.
Okay. But he lasted all the way up into... Well, he went back to doing a lot of German TV. Okay, yeah. So I don't really know any of these. Like Fox and His Friends, I don't know what that is. Let me look.
That's a Fassbender film.
Okay, so it's a film.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of other TV and whatnot. But he, as far as America, it's like Peeping Tom. There's not much else like America. It's not like he went to American films exclusively for a while. No, he just pops up in Peeping Tom, is amazing, and says, "Okay, America, that's all you get." And then he's back to Germany doing.
Well, he also starred in the 1962 Wonderful World of Brothers
Grimm
from George Pal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's in that. He plays Jacob Grimm actually. So
sweet. So yeah, he's great.
He did a couple of films with Fassbender. So,
and then as far as supporting cast, we've got Harry Mann, Ralph Heineger.
Is he a Harry Man?
Harry Mann. Is that how you pronounce it?
Is he a Harry Man?
He might be. Harry Mann, Ralph Heineger, Harry Holm. Maybe he's got Harry Palms.
Wow.
Harry Holm, Hans Kassi, Gardy Brombacher, Trudy Hesterberg, Julia Kochka.
Oh my God.
And
listen to you do this all day.
What? I'm reading the names. What?
Just how you're like Burger, Docky Burger.
That's what it says.
Bergen.
Well, Trudy Hesterberg, Julia Kochka, Denise Vernack. Well, how else am I supposed to say these names?
No, you're doing great.
Well, thanks.
Yep.
Anyway, I didn't tell you what each of those people play, but there's only so many characters in this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, they play the rest of them. It's like the Professor and Mary Ann got cut down to and the rest on Gilligan's Island. Yeah. So
which is fine. It's just
it's fine. Well, it's weird when it's only two of you. I mean, I'm sure the Professor and Mary Ann kind of felt slighted. Just say Professor and Mary Ann. The lyrics are built for it.
Yeah.
Why'd they have to say and the rest? But these people, too many to do that with. But anyway, that's who we got in front of the camera, Ryan.
Yeah.
What did you think about this movie, Ryan? I'm very interested to find out.
Are you?
I kinda, yeah.
All right.
Maybe not.
Yes,
but...
sir. I did enjoy this. On the plus side, I'm trying to be as less. The production.
What?
Hold on, I'm trying to make as little noise as possible. I'm doing quite good. So, I'll start out by saying the production design and cinematography are quite beautiful. This is a gorgeous movie to look at. And I am a sucker. Like, if you open your movie on a Gothic mansion during a storm, you already got me.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
1 star.
Yeah, I'm good. That's an immediate. And then if you add a random dude in a gorilla suit trapped in a cage.
I was going to get to that because I'll just say it now because you brought it up. But like, I watched the dub version, which was kind of blurred. It just was fuzzy. It was a very fuzzy YouTube copy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a dubbed cut. So it already looked choppy. Like, they've got it zoomed in too much in certain shots. It just really ratty looking copy. And then I watched that German DVD, which has a pristine look, at least as terms of DVD, but it's pristine. And I was like, wait, there's a gorilla behind it. Like, I did not know that the first time I watched it and watched it again. I was like, holy shit, there's a scene where they're just standing there talking and she's standing in front of bars. There's a gorilla man there. And in the other version, I could barely tell. I thought that was like leaves moving around and shit.
No, that's a dude in a gorilla suit.
And they don't even mention it.
No,
they don't mention it at all. I thought that was
weird.
really weird. I thought I missed something, but they never mentioned that fucking gorilla in the.
No,
it's outrageous. But anyway, yes, it starts in this thunderstorm, Gothic, and go on.
Which, so I'm into it. And I love all the mad scientist shit, the, Mandrake. Like, none of it, they don't really explain why it all works. It's just, you've got to assume that the scientists just made it work, which I'm fine with that. I like
fine.
it. And the lead character of ALRAUNE, whatever,
ALRAUNE.
She's interesting. Like, she's a kind of a sinister bitch. She convinces a girl to kill herself.
Yeah.
I think what also is interesting is that given the time period in which this was released is, while obviously tame by today's standards, sexually speaking, this movie is leagues and leagues above what American films were. Like, there's a lot of sexuality to this movie that we just haven't encountered in any of our other movies, because obviously German's cinema at the time was not as, conservative as things were in the US and the UK at the time. So I found that interesting. Like, it just as terms of, it's a little more sexually liberal than what I'm used to in these movies.
The whole idea is that as a mad scientist, he basically has taken the Mandrake route and through artificial insemination was like, oh, I just found some prostitute who blows dudes down at the, at the sailor bar, and then the inseminator with the sperm of a man who was hung for murder, and he makes ALRAUNE, this baby out of it, and raises it as his own. The mom's, I can't remember what happens to the mom, if the mom dies or something, but yeah, he's like, basically, there's a part where he's talking to the other dude and kind of, because Paul, or not, is it Paul? Yeah, I think his name's Paul, but he's going there to borrow money from the scientist, and oh, it's my nephew, and he meets ALRAUNE, who's just hanging out in the garden singing, and then he's all of a sudden, boom, in love, and but there's a part where Stroheim is explaining to him what she is, like I said with the horror down at the way and all this, but and he goes, and then you see this, and he has a drippy, nasty skull, and he's like, you like that? That's her dad. Yeah. It's just the way he kind of, it's just, yeah, it's real gleefully dark at times,
But on the flip side, the problem is I don't think they lean enough into that.
Well, it's 52. They can only do so much.
Well, yeah. And it was a problematic film in its home country, from what I was able to ascertain, is that, the war had just come to an end a few years before, and so audiences in Germany just really didn't want horror.
Yeah. Anything where German people are doing experiments on anything.
And then at the same time, the church in Germany were really outraged by this film because it dealt with artificial insemination. And at that time in Germany, the church did, maybe not as much as it did in America, but the church definitely had an influence on the culture of the time. And so they didn't want sex.
Yeah.
So it kind of was a failure in Germany, and I could kind of see why. Maybe watching it now, it seemed it might feel a little bit differently, but at the time, it from all I can read, it didn't really catch fire with anybody, which is probably why they didn't make any more of these afterwards. And
what, the Paul whatever series?
Well, no, another version of this.
Oh, of that movie. This movie, okay.
Hot minute there, it was kind of a franchise.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I'm not sure.
There's no ALRAUNE 79.
No.
With George Kennedy. I'd watch that movie.
Now, the name ALRAUNE is actually taken from the German word for mandrake root. So if you were into that.
Remember, if it's a mature mandrake root, its scream will kill you.
Yeah.
But if it's a young one, it might just make you deaf for a few hours.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Dumbo.
I can't remember her name. But yeah. Magooga Butter. Yeah. I don't know.
So, as far as the cast goes, Erich von Stroheim is literally just turning up for a paycheck, but he's chewing scenery.
He's kind of carrying the movie at the same time.
He's kind of carrying the movie, and apparently he did a lot of rewrites of his own material, which goes along with what you were saying, is that he definitely was a bit of a control freak, and I think he rewrote a lot of his scenes. And
it's a shame because he would have had such a better career if he played ball a little, but because he's interesting all the fucking time.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All the time. No matter what he's in, you watch him.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately he died before he could have been a Bond villain, which is a shame because he probably.
I think they all are that. They're all. Yeah. He's the archetype. Like I said, Colonel Klink.
Yeah.
He's a great villain.
I do like Karl Boehm, but I just like him. He's got a lot of goodwill in my heart because of Peeping Tom.
Me too. But he doesn't really do much in this.
He doesn't do much in this, but he's he's a watchable guy. I like watching him on screen.
Yeah.
The Hildegard Neff, though, little iffy on her. I'm not sure
I get
they
it.
give her much to do. But it's hard to say.
Some of it's in the dubbed version. Some of it's the dubbing also. Just I don't know. It has that vibe where it just doesn't. It feels like I'm not getting everything that she's saying, or she doesn't have much to say.
Well, unfortunately, it's just really not. It'd be interesting if somebody eventually put this out, like Kino Lorber, or, I don't know if it would. Criterion would touch it. If Criterion did anything, it'd be cool if they released all 3 versions.
Oh yeah,
in a set. But I haven't seen the other versions, and I have not read the book, so it's very hard for me to kind of say what I think about this movie, other than on the surface, I enjoyed the watch. I enjoyed sitting there. I got into the atmosphere of it. I got into the just gothic, thriller vibe of it. But at the same time, I felt kind of empty by the end. Like, it just didn't linger with me much. And which is unfortunate.
Because there's so much that could.
Yeah, because it's a philosophically interesting film, or the story.
And there's good moments of good shots and good,
Like I almost, although I hate to say this because this guy seems to just reboot everything, but between him and Guillermo del Toro, but what's his name, Robert Eggers? This almost seems ripe for him to redo.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really care for Nosferatu, but
who's the guy who did? Oh yeah, he did The Lighthouse, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It seems like something like, or if just any. This is begging for an update,
Well, and what sold me on it right away is because I'm not kidding. Right off it's a movie where it's a vibe movie.
Yeah.
I could throw it on and listen to it, and it would be a good vibe and background or whatever.
Yeah.
Because right away, the score's beautiful, and it almost has that. Because it opens. Our introduction to ALRAUNE is her singing, so like a siren, and we're kind of drawn in by, that song. But it is the kind of song that's almost like a fairy tale, like in what's the Del Toro one, the real sad one with the little girl, the great one,
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, there's a or that kind of tone to the singing. It's a very lullaby-ish kind of spooky lullaby that she sings. So you're drawn into the movie. She's very alluring. I guess I just wish she did more bad shit than what she does, because she kind of towards the end, it's like the guy that she's in love with, he figures out you're not all bad. And it's almost like it straddles this. Is she because it can be a straight up horror thriller of her being like a succubus, or like a demon that, lures people to their deaths. But there's also that philosophical slant at the end that, is she a product of her makeup, or can she not be her own person and go off, or that she's not all bad. She's not, because at least that's what the movie kind of seemed like it was trying to make me think about, because spoiler alert, the professor ends up shooting her because basically it's like, she's my creation, no one's gonna have her, so it's like it flip-flops to where we're supposed to be kind of on ALRAUNE's side, but yet throughout the movie she's kind of been doing bad shit. So it kind of straddled that a little weirdly, but it kind of what makes it a little dark fairy tale kind of thing. Because right up at the end, another spoiler alert, doesn't she disintegrate into the Mandrake root after she gets shot?
Yes.
Which is outrageous. It's like, okay, plant person. It reminded me of The Guardian. But if a movie like The Guardian, someone could do this movie again really easily, and it would be kind of wild.
Well, what's interesting is I read that in from 1998 to 2004, there was a comic book version, a black and white miniseries. So although apparently it deviated significantly from the novel.
Is she like a superhero?
No, just a
German comic is what you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I
Okay.
didn't really look into it more. And the other thing too is normally I wait till the end, but this we got our copies of this from YouTube. And this has never actually been given a formal release over here in the States. I don't know. I can't speak as to whether or not it ever aired on cable. Like, I imagine maybe TCM maybe played it once or twice. And it's only ever been released on DVD back in... This is one of those...
In America?
Yeah, it's DVD, and it looks like it's one of those thin... It's a fucking... Total fucking... what do you call it? Public domain.
Oh, okay.
It was the name of the company is God, what is it?
Yeah, because it looks officially released in America, but it looks like that Laurel and Hardy movie. So it looks like it's like straight to Good Times.
Yeah,
or something like that, you know.
But it's never been released on Blu-ray or anything like that.
No.
So it was apparently the DVD was dubbed. Looks like from what I'm seeing, it's a dubbed English version. So who knows?
But there's a German a German version of it that is just subtitled.
Yeah.
And that's on DVD. And that's like the best copy that's out there.
Okay, yeah.
But
So
you
that
still have
must
to
be...
you can cut this if you want, or you can leave it.
No,
But like,
I'll leave it.
that's why you gotta, it's like you have to go on the internet and try and find this fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's not, you know.
I'm not going to tell you how to do that.
I'm not going to tell you how. I'm just saying.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. There's a torrent of ways out there to do that. So.
There's very probably not a way to find it.
Yeah.
Aye, know what I mean, nuts, know what I mean, say no more.
So, yeah, that's about all I got to say. Like, it's to me, it's kind of, it's good enough, but I feel like it could have been so much better. I'm curious to go back and watch the other versions and maybe read the book. Although if I ever do read it, it will be because I've purchased it used.
The original German.
That way none of my money finds its way back to any kind of Nazi bullshit.
Dude, there's one old guy in the middle of the woods with a stump and an axe in it in front, and then we go into it and he's sitting at his computer in the middle of some mountains, and he's gonna get $1.50 cents, and he's gonna be like, yay!
Well, the man's probably got family that still gets... I don't know how residuals work in Germany.
For Nazis,
whatever.
either. I mean,
I'd be tempted to read it, but I'm very tempted.
Maybe there's an anti-Nazi residual clause over there.
Well, that's
when they
what
put something out. I don't know.
That's where all the royalties go for Mein Kampf. If you buy a copy of Mein Kampf, it goes to Jewish,
like a different charity. Yeah.
Hitler's.
So there's got to be something in place.
Hitler's family does not get any of that money, and believe me, as weird as it is, there are still descendants of Adolf Hitler on this planet.
Yeah, think about that. Think about that.
Well, they basically,
Well, what are you gonna do?
Changed their name to Stephen Miller and became a politician in America.
But you know how, like, in over here, everyone's always coming out like, I'm the love child of Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Do they have those kind of TV like, tonight on Einschwenk, we are going to do this, and then they like have an interview with him, and he's behind like a curtain, and like he doesn't want to give his identity away. Like, do they have like specials?
Probably.
Guten Morgen.
Like, hey,
today.
My great uncle was the actual Red Baron. Wow. Anyway,
do they have like 3 people come out like, my grandfather's the Red Baron, and then the other guy steps out. My grandfather's the Red Baron.
See, this is why we need a Sprockets movie. So I don't know. I'm just gonna sort of say this was a average viewing experience. And having said that, of course, I will still buy it if it ever comes out in a nice version. Like I said, Criterion, if you're listening, do that box set. Give us all 3 of them. And that's all I really got, Rick. What about you? Or do you really have it?
You didn't say how many stars.
Well, I was waiting for you to finish your thoughts.
Oh, and what I thought...
I guess we already did, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're summing up what you feel, and then you'd say your stars, and then
So, as far as star ratings go, I'm gonna give this 2.5. It's, I think when I first watched it, I was like, okay, that's a 3-star movie, but, I went back and watched parts of it again, and the more critical analysis and research I did on it, I was like, it got me to thinking, like, yeah, it's pretty flawed, but still worth watching.
No, and I get it, and that's my thing on it, because I think, like, part of me halfway through the movie, even though we don't really tell each other, we don't contact each other about the movie until we talk about it.
Yeah.
But, like, if I was to, about halfway through, I would have texted you saying like, man, ALRAUNE, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Because like the first half, I was kind of way into it because it set it up with the music, and it's beautiful, and the music's amazing, and like, and the vibe, and just everything about the movie was setting up to be a better movie than it ends up being.
Yes.
The only thing but I'll say this, it has kind of an ending that the movie should have.
Yeah.
It's just everything in that middle part after that, because the ending is pretty good with like, he basically, like we had said earlier, shoots her, and then that's like, oh, ALRAUNE's dead. She like disintegrates into the fucking Mandrake root.
Yeah.
And then the last frame of the movie is them just solemnly walking Stroheim up to the guillotine.
Yeah.
And like, it's the end. It's kind of got a dope ending.
Yeah.
I just wish it had a middle to 2/3 in of to kind of cement it. Cause it kind of goes off in this crazy direction where ALRAUNE has a nose for land, and they wants to have him buy this land who belongs to somebody that I don't know, and then all of a sudden the land burps out a bunch of fucking methane or whatever, and it's a it's a sulfur deposit. They're like, yeah, so they get rich off that. So there's this whole middle that just kind of doesn't really come to anything about the plot of her being someone who lures people. I mean, if it was maybe a huge bad decision and it ruined the guy's life, then it would be like, okay, she led him to that, which I guess it's not totally profitable, but it's nothing bad enough to make it kind of go in with the rest of the movie's plot.
Right.
So it just seems like this pit stop into like, oh, they're buying this land that has a bunch of sulfur, and she knew about it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But yet at times there's a lot of foreboding stuff about like, like handmaidens and shit. They're like, man, I don't know about ALRAUNE. She scares the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And even though ALRAUNE doesn't really do much, but everyone just knows she's just not right. But if there was more to do with that, to kind of cement that with her, there is like she brings some guy out, and they're on a carriage that gets out of control and then runs off a cliff or something, and she survives, and the other guy's dead or whatever. But like, it just, and then the cousin that she's in love with comes back. It's just, it doesn't have a big through line of anything. So, but the first half is so strong, really, you know what? Fill the rest of that movie with who the hell that fucking gorilla dude is.
Yeah, give us more gorilla suit guy.
Give us that shit.
And a screaming Mandrake.
More ALRAUNE saying things like, there's a part where they're like talking about, oh, the Mandrake root, oh, it's something, it's born under the gallows, you know,
Yeah.
and she's like, and she says something like, maybe I am from the gallows. And she's kind of into it, how she says, like, it's, you know, kind of like how Damien is discovering he's evil in the second one. And that's why that second one, Damien Omen 2, is so good. Because it's all about him kind of coming to terms that he's, oh yeah, I guess I'm evil. Okay.
Yeah.
And like, that would have been good for ALRAUNE. A little bit more of this, like, yeah, I guess I am this thing. Because she kind of flaunts it. She kind of used it, but then it just flip-flops towards the end to be, oh, the lovers, you know, plight against the Stroheim. You know what I mean? It just is like, it just doesn't follow through. And I guess I would do like, I guess I would say 2.5 stars as well.
Wow, we're in sync.
Well, I mean, because I was thinking, like, do I want to give it 3? Because traditionally, I just like things more than you. I don't know. Or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, not really. I don't really want to give it to. I'm trying to be better about it. So, no, I 2.5.
All right. Well, that's it, folks. 2.5.
But an interested and slightly enthusiastic 2.5.
Sure.
Like,
well, that's what separates 2.5 from 2, is that it's a slight edge, slightly more interesting than
slightly,
average.
just a push,
Yeah.
just a push.
Well, as we said, it's a little hard to find, but maybe
you can email me.
Yeah. And I recommend it for just fans of horror, for fans of
dark fantasy,
dark fantasy, German cinema.
It's very dark fantasy. It's what works about it. Like I'm saying, that first half is killer.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just kind of misspent opportunity, is what I would say. Like there's so much more.
Do you think that might be in the script?
I
Like,
don't
do
know.
you think that's in the? Well, I guess we don't know unless you read the book.
That's why I said having not seen the other versions or having read the book, I can't vouch for that. So I'll get back to you if I delve into that. I'll get back to you and let you know. But so yeah, if you're curious, there is no rating for this on Rotten Tomatoes. Out of 40,513 ratings. No, that I am looking at the completely wrong movie. I apologize, folks.
Return of the Killer Tomatoes. That's not what we're watching.
Out of 320 ratings on Letterboxd, it is rated at a 3.3 out of 5. So
I don't know what that means.
It means,
what does that mean?
The average rating is 3.3 out of 5.
Oh, okay. So they're giving it 3.5 stars?
Sort of. It looks like the majority of them are 3 stars. So anyway,
they must be Nazis. they're Nazis.
Now, if you go to IMDb, out of 459 ratings, it sets at a 6.0 out of 10. So it's about slightly above average.
It's like a D.
Like we said. So it looks
Those are
like
Americans.
We are probably in the we're probably in the consensus here.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I just remembered a line that I wanted to say too that I wanted to bring up.
It does. I'm looking at Amazon Prime and it looks like it's available to stream. But yet the cast listing, I'm not going to say this because this looks like it might be a misprint. Because it says 1952, Erich von Stroheim, and then beneath that it says 2015, starring James Remar and Sherilyn Fenn. So
what?
Yeah,
James Remar and Sherilyn Fenn.
So I'm gonna just say that.
I hope that's real, especially in 2025.
I'm not gonna list this or mention this. I won't leave it in because I can't vouch for this being.
I think you should leave that in just as an idea, like for this. Man, that's great.
So yeah, there you go. Looks like most people think it's about a slightly above average, slightly above okay movie.
And I guess that's what we think, you know.
Exactly what we think. So
yeah.
That's it, Rick.
I like that that Stroheim at one point, in the laboratory, he just has a line where he just says, "Good people are so uninteresting."
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
That explains so much. I was like, that crystallizes everything.
Well, yeah.
Because I had just watched the Ed Gein movie. Have you seen that?
No, is that new Ryan Murphy?
Yeah,
thing? Okay.
yeah. Never has so much been like made up and accurate at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's
that's
really wild.
That's Ryan Murphy for you.
But this more than others.
Yeah.
It's more than others. But it's a victim. Like it tries to make these statements about it being used as entertainment.
Yeah.
But you're watching it going, isn't that what you're doing, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what this is.
It's the moral quandary about enjoying true crime.
Yes.
It's like
it's very strange.
And I think it's about time people just admit you like to watch it for whatever reason or
deal
listen
with
to
it.
Because,
And just deal with that.
Yeah, just quit trying to justify it. Like, these stories have been around forever, so, and it's history.
I saw just, and I didn't see much of it because I didn't want to see all the sketch parts give away because they were showing full stuff. But like, I watched a little bit of the SNL 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
And that memoriam. So I was like, oh, I clicked on the in memoriam thinking it was going to be about all who had died or whatever. But it was just about sketches.
Yeah.
And jokes that were dead.
Yeah.
Like, so, but I love what Tom Hanks said about it. He's like, but I just want you to know, you laughed at this stuff.
Exactly.
Like back in the day, we all laughed at this.
Yeah.
So maybe you should be canceled.
Yeah.
And not, it's like, just deal with it.
Yeah.
Because there is terrible sketches and shit that you could be like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. But like, yeah, it's like, yeah, true crime. It's like, it's real. It happened. And yeah,
I am morbidly fascinated by it.
Fascinated by it. Yeah. Can't help it.
Let's wrap it up with a, let's go get ourselves strapped in so they can launch us.
Well, all right. Does that mean we're about ready to blast off into space and continue on this 1952 mission?
Yep. We are, that is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to go strap ourselves in. We have got several more movies for you folks. We're about halfway through, I would say, 1952.
We're over halfway through.
Well,
there is only so many left. I mean, pretty much, we're back in tribal slave women territory again.
And we do have
1952 seems to have a lot more of slave women and cannibal women than it does spaceships.
Don't worry about that. We
dinosaur women, dino women.
We do also have 3 more films to cover this year that are non-English language films. So hold tight for that. Hopefully these might be a little more. Well, who knows? I don't know. I love it.
Try and get those done in one swoop.
No, I love it because I like going out of my comfort zone. I like exploring the films of other.
Oh, I get it. I'm just saying, so it's like
I'm looking forward to it. Even though this one was a bit of a letdown, I still, cool. And it was way better than Red Snow.
Yeah, are you saying ALRAUNE is a letdown? I don't think it's a letdown.
I said it was a bit of a letdown.
I don't think it's a bit of,
well, you know what?
As much as like a movie that we don't have subtitles to or anything like that, that's like, shit.
Let me down a little bit. It didn't quite live up to its
okay,
potential.
all right. Fine.
Christ. All right, everybody. We will see you in a couple weeks with a little film called Untamed Women.
I'm ready for that one.
I hope we're all ready for that one. You better be ready for that one because it's what's next. So we'll see you. Have fun and
off into the deep. There's no deep blue space. There's no deep black space. There's no line there's no like actual saying like that.
No.
Am I just making up shit?
You are just making up shit.
Okay, out into the black void of space. There you go. That's where we're going.
Great. Good job.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?
I know. I wonder the same thing all the time.
Farewell for now, fellow listeners. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Also, every thrilling episode is available on YouTube. And if you're tuning in via Spotify, feel free to leave us a comment. Or if you want to make direct contact, fire off an interstellar message to the Unidentified Flying Podcast at gmail.com. Follow, review, and share. Your engagement helps us battle the nefarious algorithm, the Dark Lord of the universe. And remember, friends, keep watching the skies!